All right, so you may have remembered this church here from last week's episode when we did a little tour of the Vilnius Old Town. Now, this section called Uzapis is just over this bridge here, and basically Uzapis means on the other side of the bridge. But if you look over here, it's still considered part of Vilnius Old Town. It's just, well, it's a community of artists that had gathered together and they've kind of started their own thing. And this section of the city is quite interesting. And we're gonna go ahead and walk up and down the streets, and I'm gonna show you a little bit about it, give you some history about it, and well, talk about some interesting things that go on over here. Now, Uzapis has long been known as being kind of a, well, a weird thing, and we don't know if it's actually tongue-in-cheek or if they're taking 100% serious. But right outside, before you start entering, is the sign that says, well, it basically says the Republic of Uzapis. But take a look at some of their street signs that they have. They got the blue smiley face, and they have a squared off Mona Lisa. Not really sure what that means, but you know, just strange and odd, and something that you normally don't see on your average street sign walking around a city. All right, so like I said, here is the river and the bridge, and as we cross over the bridge, then you will enter Uzapis. But check this out, all up and down the whole bridge, you got all these locks, and this kind of symbolizes, I think, love and friendship. When it's going ahead and it's locked, that means if you don't have the key, you can't open it. So there's really only two people that basically put the lock on, close it up, and take the key with them, and that signifies their love. And there is a lot of them from all over the world. Check this one out. All right, so I have now crossed over the bridge, and I am now in the Republic of Uzapis. It doesn't feel much different, but apparently this is a community that was built around art and love, and they kind of wanted to do their own thing, so they've kind of took over this section. The section was actually inhabited by most of the Jewish community here in Lithuania, but post-World War II, it kind of got evacuated and just kind of abandoned. So that's when the artists moved in. But as you can see, they have the really cool architecture and building style, much like Old Town Vilnius. We're gonna go ahead and keep exploring this little gem inside Vilnius. All right, you know you've made it to the center of Uzapis when you come to this little square and then this giant monument. If you see up there, that is an angel blowing a horn, and that is, well, that is the center of the city. It used to be an egg, but the egg was removed, and then it was, well, replaced with the angel blowing the horn. All right, guys, I'm about to drop a little knowledge on you about Uzapis. On April 1st, 1997, Uzapis declared itself a republic. So, well, this whole area, I guess, it's its own country. Now, ironically, it was April 1st, so whether that's a little pun on April Fool's Day, nobody actually knows, but that is the day that Uzapis became its own republic. The actual land mass of the Republic of Uzapis is 140 acres, consisting of 7,000 inhabitants. And well, of those people living here, 1,000 of them are considered artists, whether they be painters, musicians, sculptors, or even actors. Kind of cool, huh? Like its own little bohemian community. It's also worth pointing out that the bridge that we crossed over, well, that was built in the 16th century. So that bridge alone is over 400 years old. Pretty interesting, huh? Another cool and wacky fact about Uzapis is, well, they actually have their own flag. That's right, they have a flag. Now, it is like a white flag with a blue circle around it with a big old palm in the middle. And I'll go ahead and try to find one in this city and show it to you, but it's quite interesting. And then, on top of that, well, if your mind hasn't blown at this point, Uzapis actually has, well, its unofficial currency here, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to find some because I really want to see it. It has a president, it has a cabinet of ministers, and well, it even has its own constitution. And I'm gonna go ahead and show it to you in a minute, but it's supposed to be one of the craziest constitutions out there. And well, they actually have an army. Consists of 11 men. So, you know, if anybody ever tries to invade Uzapis, they have an army to protect it. All right, check it out. Just to my right, you can see one of the Uzapis flags. We're gonna go ahead and get a little closer to it, and I'll give you a good look at what it looks like. All right, standing underneath the Uzapis flag, well, you can't really get a great look at it, but I'll be sure to go ahead and throw a photo up there so you can see it up close. And down in the description, I'll go ahead and leave a link that kind of describes more about the flag. But you see it's a white flag, it's got the blue circle around it, and then the handprint, and then a little circle inside the handprint. So yeah, one of the cool things about this little area that is out here next to Old Town is, well, they don't have a lot of commercial places. They don't have any. So you're not gonna come here and you're gonna find like all these commercial restaurants. You're not gonna find fast food places, but you're gonna find all kinds of little mom and pop little cafes and coffee shops and just really unique restaurants. And well, let's just keep exploring, walking up and down these streets. I'm hoping I can find this Constitution so I can give you guys a good look at the Uzapis Constitution. One thing that I absolutely love about Lithuania is, well, the proficiency in English. Just about everybody you can go up to and talk to, and everybody understands English and speaks it back. So, well, if you're an American like myself and you don't speak any other language, this is a good place because everybody speaks English. All right, so I did a little intel on the unofficial currency of Uzapis, and unfortunately, hey guys, how are we doing? Yes, hey, welcome. Where are you guys going, fishing? Yes. Yes, all right. All right, well, good luck. Have a big catch. All right, ran into some local fishermen. But like I was saying, I did a little recon, and I found out the unofficial money here in Uzapis is only given out on April 1st. So, well, it makes sense because that's their independence. Well, we'll have to wait. So if you want to get your hands on some of that unofficial money, make sure that you come here on April 1st. And wow, 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 here we are. Check this out, guys. I have just walked up on the Uzapis Constitution. And, well, if you look at it like this, and you see all these silver plaques, that's actually not the whole thing. Each plaque is written in a different language. How badass is that? Yeah, if this was their whole Constitution, well, I think they'd have the United States beat, but it isn't. Each one is 41 different rules or ways to follow, and it is written in multiple languages, as you can see. Let's get a closer look. All right, here we go. We got the Chinese one. Now, 我会说一点，可是我不是看这个。I can't very well read Chinese. I can speak Chinese, but reading it has always been difficult. So we're gonna keep floating on down, and we're gonna try to find the English one. Wow, look at this language. What is this? I think other languages are so beautiful, not only when they're spoken, but the writing on them is so, well, it's so unique and so different. And yeah, you gotta appreciate that. All right, I have found it. The only one that I can read and understand. So let's take a look. As I said before, there is 41 written laws here in Uzapis. And yeah, let's dive into some of these. Rule number 1. Everyone has the right to live by the river Vilnius. Wow. And the river Vilnius has the right to flow by everyone. Yeah, quite interesting. Now, I like number 4, probably written for me. Everyone has the right to make mistakes. And you know what kind of bozo I am. I always goof up, so I like that rule. Oh, number 12. A dog has the right to be a dog. Interesting. And let's see. Oh, I really like number 20. No one has the right to violence. And don't worry, I'll go ahead and put this Constitution in English down in the description below so that you can dive into it and learn more about it, read all about it, and yeah, take it all in. It's also worth pointing out that in 2018, Pope Francis actually blessed this Constitution and, well, kind of made it, if you will, legitimate under the eyes of the religion here. Number 26. Everyone has the right to celebrate their birthday or not celebrate their birthday. So, well, I guess you could be 0 years old if you lived in Uzapis. And well, yeah, there it is. The Uzapis Constitution. Pretty cool. I mean, look at the streets. Much like Old Town Vilnius, just really quaint, really historic European streets. The roads are paved pretty good as opposed to Old Vilnius where they were like bricks and rocks and stuff like that. But the building structures are very similar. And once again, we see the balconies. I just love this little touch on the architecture and the building here in Vilnius and in the Republic of Uzapis. Man, what a great vibe just walking through here. I feel like, you know, I wish I lived like in one of these places right here, and you had to go in through there, that little courtyard, and I had a little acting studio, and well, you know, I met actors from all around the city, and we worked on stuff, and maybe we put up some plays in local playhouses. But yeah, it just gives you that feeling. Look at this courtyard. It just gives you a really cool feeling of an artistic community. It's really chill, really peaceful. People are quite friendly around here. Not a lot of noise going on, and well, just next to Old Town Vilnius. I mean, check out this little cafe right here. Isn't that the coolest thing right here? Down this little road, okay? You got this real cool little tucked away cafe that you can go and have a cup of coffee, probably some zeppelinis, and well, enjoy some traditional Lithuanian tasty, scrumptious food. All right, so it looks like another bridge, and this cool little stream kind of river is kind of the end of Uzapis. So as you can see, it's not a giant place. It's well, it's actually quite small, but that's it. I mean, if I step over here, I am out of Uzapis. If I stay over here, I'm still in Uzapis. So I'm gonna head back in. There's another street I wanna go down and see what's happening down that street. And yeah, let's hang out in this republic a little bit longer. All right, upon further investigation, I found out a little bit more about the money. So basically, on April 1st, you can buy some of the money, and then with that Uzapis currency, all you can buy is beer and coffee. Sounds awesome, right? Well, we're gonna still kind of cruise around the town. We wanna check out what's up this main street one more time, and maybe I can try to locate some of this money, maybe not. If you keep going up the main road in Uzapis, you're gonna be in for a treat, because you get to this little section and wow, look at all these amazing looking buildings and all the vibrant colors. And they got kind of like a watercolor pastel kind of feel to them, as we got our pinks that blend into the orange, which then have the green. And then on the opposite side of the road, we have like some yellow and then like a lime green, and then it brings it back into that like rosy kind of peach color. And well, these buildings are magnificent, and just being able to walk up and down this road is something to see. I mean, check it out behind me. This is fantastic. Lots of cool little coffee shops and snacks. Yeah, a little buzzy motor over there. Lots of cool little like coffee shops place to grab a snack, little bistros like that place right there. So if you want to get out of the ultimate tourist trap of Old Town and you kind of just want to walk up and down some quiet, serene, kind of peaceful roads and get yourself a nice cup of coffee at a cafe that's a little less known, I definitely suggest you come out here. And they even got a barber shop in there, so if you need a fresh cut, you need a trim, I like to go to Fades and Blades in Burbank and in Valley Glen, but if I needed a haircut, I'd probably go there. Looked like a good place. All right, so you get to the top of the hill and there it is again. Although it's not flapping in the wind, it is still there and flying with pride, the Republic of Uzapis flag. Remarkable that they were able to make their own republic here in this section of town, filled with artists, and well, it's a really great place. Another really cool thing I'd like to point about, not just here, but all over Vilnius, is, well, this bike service. It is called Cycle City, and it is a rent bike, and basically what you can do is you can either use this by putting your money in, or you can download the app and you come up here and just swipe, tap, whatever you want to call it, and you can rent the bike for as long as you want to use it, and you can cruise around the city, and then when you're done you can go ahead and just drop it off at the nearest location and lock it back up and you're good to go. And also, if you're familiar with these are all over the world, kind of like the bird scooters. Now they don't have a specific drop-off station, they're just dropped off wherever. As you can see, I'm in this little park area, but you basically just go ahead and download the app. There's a QR code right here on each little scooter, and you just doop, and then you're off and running. And let me tell you, these things are all over Vilnius, all over the city. It's actually quite dangerous, as you can be walking, and if you're not paying attention, they might whip by you and crash into you. So be careful of scooters, be careful of bikes, but if you want to take a ride, they are available. Alright, this is kind of cool. I was told by a local to go up to the top of the hill behind the gymnasium over there, and you can overlook all of Old Town Vilnius. But I kind of ran into this little area. Check it out. It's like a cool little soccer field, indoor, outdoor kind of football thing. Pretty cool. Kids are out here playing, and well, find myself back in the woods again. And we're gonna cut through right here and see if this leads to the top where a really scenic overview of Old Vilnius is supposed to be. Let's go. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, I'm on some type of grassy field, a little opening. Feel like I'm back in Denmark looking for trolls. If you haven't seen that video, I'll go ahead and throw it up there right now. Whoa. Check this out. Whew. Very cool. Another overlook of Old Town Vilnius. Thank you to the local Lithuanian guy who suggested I come up here. But yeah, look at this view. Beautiful. I gotta say, I don't know how many cities I've been to, but it's been a lot. And this right here is one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Travel Man Dan. I hope you had a great time here on this episode as we checked out this really unique section of town called Uzapis here in Vilnius, Lithuania. Man, I hope you saw some cool and interesting things. I hope you learned something new about this, well, Republic of Uzapis. And most of all, I hope you were inspired to get your ass out here to Vilnius, Lithuania and check out this cool little town. If you like what I'm doing and you haven't already, go ahead and hit that sub button right there, ring the bell, leave me a comment, give me a like, let me know where you want to see me go next. I'd love to hear from you. And, well, if you've been here to Uzapis, let me know how your experience went. I'd love to hear about it. Thanks again for watching. I'm Travel Man Dan, and remember, it's a big world out there. Make sure you see every bit of it.